Good morning, I'm back again, and this is part 2. I can't even see in the camera now because the sun's up. Woo! So, part 2. So once being released from this long time facility, I wasn't allowed to use social media or phone or contact anyone or have anything to do with the outside world. So when I did get out and I got back on my Facebook, there was a message there from this woman, and she'd sent me an email. Here, honey, nope, down here, this way. Here. Down here. Good girl. Good girl. Woo, woo. She's a fast runner. So, it wasn't an email, it was on my Facebook. And it was Sheila that my ex was dating when he left me. And actually my daughter, when I was seeing her when she was a little baby, was telling me that this woman was abusing her. And I said, well, the only really one who can do anything about it, little baby, is you've got to tell your father. Oh no, she didn't want to tell her father, eh? So, that really says a lot about him. Anyway, she'd sent me a message and it had a picture of this man and woman holding a wedding certificate. And the woman, well, the man was my ex-husband, but the woman looked like me. And I'm thinking, I don't remember that dress, I don't remember that photo. So I just contacted this woman back, and she said, oh yeah, Carson's got remarried. So what he did was he was living with this woman in our hometown, the one he left me for. Then he went over there, so she told me where they was. So it was over in Perth, over in Western Australia. Feels like a million miles away, Whew, walking and talking. Look at that fog, eh? So he gets her to pack up here, my hometown, and he's going to go and set up over there, and then just didn't send for her. So she was all dirty on him and wanted to expose him to me, and I don't care if he's married. I'm frantic looking for my daughter. Do you know their address? Oh no, it says they're over in Perth. Do you have any photos of my daughter? It's been years since I've seen her. This was after she was 8. Oh no, she didn't have any photos of her. So, yeah, because I was in supervised visitation, and I was allowed to see her through supervised visitation and then extended later to coming to my home. And every time I told my daughter that in the supervised visitation, she got upset and said, oh no, Dad won't have it. And she was actually talking about the house she was going to live in Perth, and no one could understand me. It felt like she was talking in riddles. She was trying to articulate the best she could. But no, she's going to a new school, the Green School, and her house will have a pool, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, none of us took any notice. And one day I've turned up for the supervised visitation with her, and she didn't turn up. And the lady, because he told so many lies about me, she was on his side. And she said, oh, there must be some good excuse why he didn't turn up. Yet if I had a good excuse why I couldn't turn up and I wanted to make another date, it was all Right, honey, what do you do? Oh, eating something stupid. So, I went over to his place. This is when I found him in the white pages. And when I got there, so I had all this supervised visitation all set up. I'd been going to parenting classes, so I couldn't say anything bad about me. I'd done it all without even knowing where she was. And then one day I just looked in the white pages, and there his address was. And it wasn't even fucking far from where I was living myself. So I just walked there, and he goes, well, how'd you find me this time? I was pretty upset, because like he owns this human being. So anyway, that's that story. As you can see, I get pretty triggered still by telling that story, because it's just such a shame that it takes two to make a child. A child needs to know their mother and father, and even a person in jail still gets to visit with their children. So, a child needs to know both their parents to be a whole person, because they're half their father and they're half their mother. So, you can't be seeing one side, and especially the other side's gone and telling lies the whole time. Especially bad ones. Like, what do you think the child is thinking? Well, I'm half you, who's perfect, and half shit cunt. Oh no, now I can't put this video out. Yeah, I guess I get a bit triggered still. My daughter will be 15 and a half now. She'll be 16 this year. And I'm still looking on social media for her. I don't know what she looks like. But if she ever does see my videos, I love you, darling. Okay, have a blessed day. Stay beautiful.